A good evening to you. Many thanks for joining us on the evening news. I am Ifunaya Amafili. And our stories trending for this evening. The state government declares tomorrow, Friday, a work-free day. Oka Isiagu Nibo Ring Road, street light-up switched on. 3,000 PDP members decamped to Abga in Anambra South. And on the foreign scene, authorities in Indonesia arrest celebrants of Valentine's Day in Muslim cities. And we'll start with the news and details. The state government has declared tomorrow, Friday, 15th February 2019, as a work-free day. According to a statement signed by the head of service, Barrister Harry Udu, Governor Willie Obiano approved the day to enable public servants travel to their respective communities to cast their votes on Saturday, 16th February 2019. They were therefore urged to perform their civic duty of voting and voting wisely during the elections. The state government urges all residents of Anambra State who are 18 years and above and have registered to vote in the elections to hold on Saturday, February 16th, and the rest of the 2019 general elections to go out and exercise their civic duty without any fear of disturbance from any quarters. A statement signed by the Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Mr. Sidon Adinuba, said the state government has made a comprehensive arrangement with all security agencies in the state and some other organizations like the Anambra State Fire Service to protect all relevant offices, voting centers, voting materials, electoral officers, and voters. The statement said that Governor Willie Obiano also directed the police to ensure that unauthorized persons do not move about on the election day with their vehicles in violation of the restriction order on movement of vehicles, and that the Inspector General of Police has already ordered that security officers attached to private individuals be withdrawn immediately until the election is over. Indi Anambra are therefore advised to report immediately any attempt to compromise the integrity of the electoral process or cause a breach of the public peace by calling the number 070-3919-4332. The national chairman of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, Chief Victor Oye, has called on the citizens to vote massively for Abga in the forthcoming general elections for the continuation of Governor Willie Obiano's lofty projects in the state. Chief Oye made the call during the grand finale of Abga campaigns in Oka South local government area, held at Eke Oyibo Market, Amobia, and our political correspondent, Chukwuemeka Modeling, now reports.
The people of Amobia, Chief Oye described Abga as the best thing that happened to Anambra State in that the party brought unprecedented development to the state. The Abga national chairman gave an assurance that the Amobia will massively vote for Abga candidates contesting for presidential, national, and state assembly elections because the people have benefited immensely from the present administration.
If it's the Kurabatu night, they get the youth all never power. After the government, for the energy election, get the youth in Taka. So I don't know what I'm all the Gola and Manaj, only the wealth for Nigeria, meaning wealth for Anambra State. In the southeast, after the election, but yet they're still working because over 3 years they're supposed to stay as governor. So we need more than he needs us.
Chief Oye also used the rally to donate 500,000 naira to those who lost property as a result of Amobia fire incident for their interim needs. Responding, the leader of the victims, Princess Ike, assured that they will vote for Abga on February 16th general elections because the party has given them a sense of belonging.
Yes.
n'anya ha bụ ka mmadụ ma n'ime mmụọ ka anọkọtara akpa na-ekweghị ndị a niile ihe projekti ama m inyocha ihe fa both poverty and poverty na fa dey qualified to go and represent us anyị ga-abịanye aka n'ebe ese n'ọkụkụ Igbo.
In his speech, the principal secretary to the governor, Mr. Willie Nwokoye, revealed that Governor Willie Obiano has given a directive that Amobia roundabout, which is the center point of all the towns that are in Oka Capital Territory that was gutted by fire last Saturday, be remodeled as a monument to give the area a facelift. Mr. Nwokoye, who stated that plans are underway to construct a road that will ease traffic at Amobia, thanked Governor Obiano for extending dividends of democracy to Amobia after 40 years of gross neglect by past administrations.
It is a conclusion of campaigning that we've done in Amobia in all the wards, Ward 1, Ward 2, Ward 3. So as a town, we now decided to put it together, and we call it Tsunami Grand Finale Rally. We called it the end of discussion because we wanted to remind ourselves for the very final time before people go for voting on Saturday that Amobia is an Apuga town, solidly an Apuga town. We are very indifferent about who is running for the presidency. What we have reason with today, this evening, is that every Amobia person, except if you are not born of Amobia man or a woman, must vote where you have Okukibo, that is Apuga symbol, for the House of Representatives, for House of Assembly, for Senate, for the presidency, because Apuga as a party has a presidential candidate. So that is what we see that happened here. You can see the mammoth crowd, and nobody was ever playing. People meant it, people are committed.
In their separate speeches, APGA candidate for Oka South and North House of Representatives election, Chief Anayo Nebe, and APGA candidate for Oka South 2 constituency election, Chief Tukwuma Okoye, called on the people to throw their weight behind APGA for their benefit. The President General, Amobia Town Union, Mr. Chris Ngoye, observed that the candidates presented by APGA for national and state assembly elections in Anambra Central are the best for the job. From Amobia, Chukwuemeka Modelem, ABS News.
Governor Willie Obiano says the present administration will sustain the Light Up Anambra project. Speaking at Nibo during the lights switch-on ceremony at Oka, Isiagu, and Nibo Ring Road, Governor Obiano said that the state government has lit up streets of more than 120 communities in the state. And our Government House correspondent, Ejike Abana, reports that the governor was accompanied by his wife, Dr. Ebelechuku Obiano.
Obiano, who added that the state government is working to light up the 179 communities of the state, noted that a lot of interventions and infrastructural projects have been executed in Oka Capital Territory, including the recent award of ongoing internal roads in the area. He emphasized that he will use the remaining years of his administration to execute more innovative projects.
We've been doing quite some work in Oka Capital Territory, which Nibo is part of. It's a lot of time to be able to develop this area. By the time
the Commissioner for Public Utilities, Mr. Obi Wankwo, reiterated the commitment of state government to the project, which he said has positively affected the lives of the state citizenry. The National Chairman of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, Chief Victor Oye, recalled that the road was cut into two halves but was given palliative, courtesy of the governor, assuring of the people's unflinching and unwavering support. Others who spoke, including Chief Anayon Nebe, the Deputy Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Barrister Harford Oseke, and the member representing Oka South 1 in the State House of Assembly, Mr. Nnamdi Okafor, said that the road used to be lonely and deadly, especially at night due to darkness, appreciating the governor for thinking it wise to light up the state, as it is one of the steps at stamping out crime in the state. The traditional ruler of Nibo, Eze Michael Ngene, who was full of gratitude to the governor, performed the switch on.
And this project comes directly under him with the full support of His Excellency. Nibo community is very proud of you. We are very grateful. We are very thankful. They are the light.
Recall that in order to sustain the security gains of his administration, Governor Obiano inaugurated the Light Up Anambra project, which has succeeded in giving light to streets of Anambra, thereby promoting nightlife activities in the state. From Nibo in Oka South Council area, Ejike Abana, ABS News.
People of Anocha local government area have declared their support for Senator Ume and other APGA candidates during the general elections holding a few days from now. Stakeholders in the council area made this known as Senator Ume took his campaign rally to some communities including Inri, Adazenuku, Adaziani, Neni, Adazienu and Ichida respectively. Valentine Mbadugha filed the report, which is taken from our studio.
The Ebede Square, Nri, Afo Market Square, Adazinuku, St. Peter's Field, Adaziani, Oye Market Square, Neni, Nkwo Market Square, Adazienu, and Oye Ezookpu Market Square, Ichida, were all filled to capacity as people of the communities, stakeholders, APGA faithful, as well as traditional rulers, trooped out in their numbers to welcome the APGA candidate for Anambra Central Senatorial District, Senator Ume, in company of Deputy Governor Dr. Nkemo Okeke and Chief Mrs. Ebelechukwu Obiano, APGA BOT members, and other APGA candidates. Speaking during the rally at Ebede Square, Nri, an APGA BOT member, Dr. Mrs. Uju Okeke, and Special Assistant to the Governor on events, Sir Anthony Ogoji, who applauded Senator Ume for his landmark achievements within a short time, reassured him of their full support, noting that Nri people are strongly behind his re-election bid. In their separate speeches, the APGA candidates for Anocha 2 State Constituency, Mr. Ejike Okechukwu, the Secretary, Anocha Local Government Area, Sir Innocent Ezike, who is also the Deputy Coordinator, Senator Victor Ume Support Group, Anocha Chapter, pointed out that Ndi Igbo in general should support Senator Ume for his quality representation and noted that the entire Igbo nation will be at great loss if a voice like that of Victor Ume is lost at the Red Chamber.
So Hamadike has been good to us and we will give him massive vote to show him that what he did for us, that we appreciate.
Senator Ume, reacting with satisfaction, having seen the passion and zeal to deliver him and other APGA candidates, which was shown by the people of Anocha, said that more constituency projects will be attracted to Anocha local government area if he is re-elected.
Senator Victor Ume 11 months can know where one of them people in Senate. Or even in the kind of Guzi, never Jalochi, and then avoid the Vanchanine, Gedosia Godema.
Senator Ume, on the occasion, laid foundation stone for construction of skill acquisition center in Adaziani as part of his 2018 constituency projects. The event climaxed with Chief Cyril Okoye presenting items to support Senator Ume, which include 10 refrigerators, 5 motorcycles, and 4 sewing machines, which was shared among the people of Adaziane as empowerment to enable them become self-sufficient, while empowerment of 35 indigent women with 50,000 naira by Senator Victor Ume also featured at the event.
Still on politics, no fewer than 3,000 members of the People's Democratic Party PDP in Anambra South Senatorial Zone at Osueni, Nnewi South Council area of Anambra State dumped the party for the All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA. The event, which took place before a massive crowd of political enthusiasts, Members of both parties and supporters of Prince Nicholas Ukachukwu, who is the Anambra South senatorial candidate of APGA, at the Osumei Plaza. The decampees, who simultaneously recited their resolve to change party in favor of and to ensure full realization of the senatorial ambition of Prince Ukachukwu, described him as a practical person who does what he preaches. They were drawn from the PDP in the 119 electoral wards and communities in the 7 constituting councils of Anambra South senatorial zone. Receiving them, Ukachukwu pointed out that representation is not just about glamour, power, and money, as well as honor. It commands, but principally about service to the people. He challenged every citizen of the zone to take a quiet drive around his community to see how he has constructed and asphalted every road and lit them. He commended the decampees for taking the bold step, promising not to disappoint them when they massively vote and elect him to represent them in the red chambers of the National Assembly for qualitative representation. He urged citizens of the area to use their voters' card wisely to vote him and those of their choice. Idemili Welfare Association, OCA, has organized a town hall meeting to bring together all candidates of different political parties contesting under Anambra Central Senatorial Zone with a view to drive a formidable developmental front beneficial to all in the area. The event was held at the ultra-modern Civic Center, Eziowele, and Theophilus Okoha now completes the story.
In his address, the chairman, Idemili Welfare Association, Oka branch, Mr. Colonel Okoye, said the event was created to strengthen the brotherhood between Idemili North and South, who have refused to be fragmented by political parties or government reforms. Mr. Okoye opined that by the numerical strength of the 2 local governments, there is need to drive a developmental strategy that will help to address the challenges facing the people of the area.
Notice that maybe after our people giving their votes out, we are no longer remembered for in infrastructural, social, youth empowerment and entrepreneurial development. So because of that, we felt it is important for us to come together so that whoever that is have interactions with these candidates, so that whoever we are giving our vote to this time must be somebody that will reciprocate that gesture.
The chairman on the occasion, Samuel Chukwuka, in his opening remarks, charged all candidates of Idemili North and South extraction to commit towards the welfare of Idemili North and South, and that they should play the political game with good conscience and sense of Idemili brotherhood.
Of United Idemili North and South. Hence, it is the appropriate time to introduce this project, which you can now see that because of belated attendance, it does not mean that they depend on the audience today to start it. The Welfare Association has already commenced and provided the land for it, and gradually they will pull in whatever they have to develop the embassy hall.
The President General Eziowele Community, Barrister Titus Sabudu, and his Ogidi counterparts commended all candidates from the zone with an appeal to make the election violence-free.
Nursing words, there is no point advising people on the issue of vote buying because it's criminal. It's a criminal offense to accept money to vote. You understand? Once you accept money to vote, you are not voting in line with your conscience. You are voting against your conscience, and it's not good for the democracy. Because once somebody pays you to buy your conscience, don't expect any development from that particular candidate.
Some of the candidates, Attorney Uche Ezekwelu and Honorable Charles Nwanibu, took turns to address the audience on their manifesto, while the chairman organizing committee, Comrade Don Onyenji, said the meeting will help drive the collective interest of Idemili people. Theophilus Okoha reporting for ABS News.
Neni, the headquarters of Anocha local government area, was agog as captains of industry, party faithfuls, state and federal lawmakers, the religious and cultural proponents, amongst others, converged on the area for the 75th birthday anniversary of the chairman and managing director of Tony Mass Nigeria Limited, Chief Dr. Anthony Enukeme. The event started with a special mass ordinated by the Catholic Bishop of Awka Diocese, Most Reverend Paulinus Eze-Okafor, assisted by Bishop Peter Okpaleke, and our correspondent Chibuzo Okoye, who covered the event for ABS, now reports.
In a homily during the Mass, Bishop Eze-Okafor called on Christians to always aspire to leave indelible legacies while on earth. He commended Chief Dr. Enukeme for using his God-given wealth in touching many lives, calling on other affluent individuals to emulate him.
State Chair of Anambra, Government of Nigeria, what told you? Government in power is already there. We must support it to make sure it stands.
In a remark, the celebrant, Chief Dr. Enukeme, who said that though his birthday was on the 21st January, a group of individuals decided to organize the birthday celebration to thank God for all his blessings and mercies upon him and family, assuring that he will continue to use his God-given wealth in putting smile on many faces.
St. Paul says that he has fought a good fight, did all within his power, that is waiting for a crown. Having done this till 75 years, I am now looking forward for a reward from my community, from the youth, who I now pray God to look at my legacies and know how to play their life. And so I'm looking forward from my people a reward, an honor for a job well done.
In their reactions, the wife of the celebrant, Lady Mary Enukeme, the Vice Chancellor of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University, Professor Greg Nwakobi, the Special Assistant to the Governor on Religious Matters, Sir Anselm Okafor, and Secretary State Council of Traditional Prime Ministers, Chief Joe Nwegu, described Chief Dr. Enukeme as a business encyclopedia, praying for more of God's blessings on him.
Anụmanụ Chineke ka onye lie aka tikwuori ya ụmụafọ na ahụikekwa ka o wee lụchaa ọrụ nke ọ kwadebere ya ka ọ lụọ n'ụwa mgbe oge ga-eluzi ka ọ nabata ya n'alaeze.
I pray that God in his infinite mercy and grace will give him many more years to live on earth to continue with the good work he is doing. He's a lover of mankind and humanity, who believes in developing his place, developing his people, and developing generally the Nigerian place.
The event came to a climax when members of the Knights of St. John's International conferred on Chief Dr. Enukeme with a Jewel of Honor, which is the highest recognition by the body to any member for his selfless service to God and humanity, as well as presentation by the Awka Catholic Diocese as Vice Chairman of the Diocesan Pastoral. There was also a dance by the celebrant, cutting of the birthday cake, and prayer for the celebrant and family members. The member representing Anambra Central Senatorial District at the National Assembly, Chief Victor Ume, the member representing Anocha, Njikoka, and Dunkofe Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives, Chief Ferdinand Dozenwankwo, as well as the member representing Idemili North Constituency at the State House of Assembly, Mrs. Nkoli Mmegbuaneze, among others, also attended the ceremony.
And moving over to the foreign scene, Valentine's Day did not get much love in the world's biggest Muslim majority nation today, as Indonesia authorities urged amorous couples to call it quits and carry out raids to quash any wayward gift given. About 100 students in the second biggest city, Surabaya, demonstrated against the chocolates and flowers celebrations, saying it promoted Western decadence and casual sex. Say no to Valentine's now, chanted the high schoolers, most of them teenage girls in hijab head coverings. Authorities conducted raids in Surabaya and Makassar city on Sulawesi Island to snuff out any celebrations. In conservative Aceh province, the only place in Indonesia that imposes Islamic law, a fresh Valentine's prohibition was issued, citing religious norms. People are publicly whipped in the region for a wide range of offenses, including selling alcohol, gay sex, and similar bans have been ordered in previous years. For us in Anambra, is a safe and secure Valentine's Day. Now, don't forget that you can follow our news and programs from any part of the world simply by logging onto our website, which is www.absradiotv.com, or like us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/ABS Radio Television, or follow us on our Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube handle at ABS Radio TV. Before we end the news this evening, we'll go through our main points for the day. The state government has declared tomorrow, Friday, a work-free day. Oka Isiagu Nibo Ring Road street light-up switched on. 3,000 PDP members have decamped to Abga in Anambra South. Authorities in Indonesia have arrested celebrants of Valentine's Day in Muslim cities. And with that, we wrap up the evening news. Many thanks for being with us. I am Ifunanya Amafili. Have a beautiful day.